Hello, I am Joe McDonald, and this is Big Mac's Battle Blog. So yeah, got up this morning to find I had a flat tire on my Ford Ranger, so that's a fucker. So I decided I'll walk to one of our positions where the L200 is, and I'll go and pick this up. And while that's happening, uh, we start getting shelled. And these things are coming in a few hundred meters from us, you know. And I'm just like walking through this like little urban area of Herson in the direction of one of our positions. And there's this middle-aged old woman in front of me, you know. And I'm just like, walking quickly, like to try and get to the vehicle so I can get my tasks done. And I'm coming up behind her. She looks behind me, and she's all like, "Oh, I'm like, no problem, dobre day," like, and she's like, "Oh, okay." And I just have this moment of surrealness, like we're currently being fucking shelled. I mean, there's literally artillery rounds going over our head and exploding in an area that we would call danger close in NATO doctrine. Within 600 meters of me, there's big fucking artillery shells going off, and she's just we're both just oblivious to it. She's worried that this strange man with a dog coming up behind her means a harm. It's odd being at war. I've noticed that since I've got back from the Netherlands and that break in the Netherlands, I'm definitely a bit more twitchy around artillery than I was. You really normalise it after a while. And you get back and you're like, fucking hell, this is what I fucking live in every day. And everyone's so used to it that, like there's no one to go crying to it about. Everyone's just like, yeah, we fucking know. We live in a city where at any moment, at any place in the city, the shell could be coming down right on top of you, and that's you, basically. You don't hear the one that's coming down on top of you. You only hear them when they go to the left or the right or horizontally in front of you. So yeah, so that's just what my morning's been like. Collected a box of stuff from my English volunteers, Surprise Supplies, Stanislav, Matlow, the Oxford team. So got some jumpers in there for the guys. British Army woolly pulleys, very, very popular item. In fact, it would appear that of all the foreign uniforms the guys wear, British is considered the best quality. They're the most popular. Boots, because a lot of European nations and British nations all basically wear the same boots. There's no real leader with them. Hayaks are the ones everyone likes. But the French and the Belgians and the Norwegians and the Germans all wear the same fucking boots now. But yeah, for uniform, British Army is considered the best. So yeah, ramble. Anyway, just a little quick one. Keep these updates coming. I'm gonna have a bit of a domestic few hours now and like clean my flat, clean the kitchen, defrost a leg of venison. Gonna make venison like pot roast for Christmas dinner is my plan, because that's the sort of what I've got. I've only got a little air fryer, so I can't like do big oven things. So I'm gonna try and do a pot roast. Yeah, let's work it out. So yeah, happy Christmas to everyone. I'm all right, like I'm in my grotty little fucking no windows apartment in Herson, but I've still got electricity. power banks if that fails, and you know, gas and stuff. So I'm okay. I'm not out in the trenches. Really feel for our guys who are out in the trenches right now. You know, it's a pretty wet winter so far, but this time last year the cold dry had come, and it hasn't this year so far. So yeah, we've only had a couple of little like flash frosts, you know. So it's the most miserable time of year to be outside working. So yeah, my thoughts go out to those guys, and I hope yours do as well. Um, yeah, thank you guys for donating over the last week or so. There's been quite a bit rolled in, but let's keep it up. £5 a month. If 5,000 of you do that, that's all my unit, all my battalion, all my brigade needs. It covers everything we need to do. I know some of you can't afford it. I know some of you give more, but if you can't afford it, leave a comment, like, subscribe, share it on Reddit, press the little bell for notifications, leave a second comment longer than 7 words. They've all got to be longer than 7 words for them to count, apparently. Yeah, if you can't manage that, like maybe just like start selling foot pics. Me and the guys have tried it on a new platform I've created called Trenchfoot. But yeah, it isn't going that well at the moment for some reason. We're waiting for the Japanese version of the website to come up, and we're sure it's going to do a lot better then. German to follow. You know, they like that sort of thing, don't they? So anyway, it's goodbye from me, and happy Christmas from me as well. And as always, to our pro-Russian and Vatnik listeners, Idina Hojzalupa.